Welcome back. I'm playing Warhammer 40,000 Gladius and working on our Orc Impossible campaign. Now it looks like we're going to be stuck here doing some fighting for quite some time. So I turned the game speed up a little bit more as well, because I think what's going to happen today is going to be our make it or break it situation for the campaign, unfortunately. I think if we're able to hold the line today, my hope is that we will either be able to push the Orks back and then hopefully just go and try to wipe them out, or to hold off long enough that the Astra Militarum may be encouraged to go fight somewhere else. Now that may just be unrealistic expectations, given that it's us, the other Orc player, the Astra Militarum, and then the elusive Drukhari that are somewhere on the map. We don't even know. We haven't even discovered them yet.
Just point us to the fight, boss.
Is waiting.
But they must be doing something if they're alive. I mean, I guess they could be close to dying if the Astra Militarum are really as strong as I'm worried they might be.
Come on, we got things in back.
Mash your big bugger.
Because I have no idea how big of an army they've built up thus far. Yeah, I think I need to just start pulling back a little bit, though. I think I'm overextending, and what I don't want is to aggro them onto me. Now, maybe what I need to do is, if they are going to start fighting us real aggressively, start generating some guys that can act as healers for us. Because the Pain Boy should be able to heal and buff the Squigus, and then the big mech should be able to buff or repair our vehicles. Because depending on how crazy this gets, I may definitely need to get a lot more healing than what may naturally happen. Yeah, there's so many guys moving on the enemy turn, it starts to crash the game a little bit and make it bug out, so that's usually a pretty good indication that there's a shitload of guys moving around. Yeah, they are definitely fighting our city. I am a little worried that the influence situation being negative is interfering with our war ability, because I thought it went up to 6 and now it's going down to 5 despite all the combat we're doing. And we definitely want it to go up because it increases the amount of attacks our guys do in addition to increasing their loyalty. Yeah, the Orks are definitely wanting to come over here to fight me.
Claws now.
That is not good.
Is waiting.
Alright, so I was hoping to again focus down.
What do you think, boss? Pretty flash, eh? Take us here. Get harder. Don't let him get close. Yeah, boss. What you need?
Give me something to fight. Come on, let me squash ya.
I guess let's just put you
This
there.
is gonna be good. I don't even scratch the paint.
I gotta move these guys up, don't I? I think so. Otherwise, his Gorkanad and the Squiggoth are all gonna have defensive bonuses on my territory.
Too fucking slow.
But if they're gonna start coming at us with their elite
You nearly flung me off.
units, then I gotta
Time for killing it.
get more guys up here for sure. Now, I think I gotta just pull you guys back too here.
A brutally cunning idea, that is. Come on, do I have to do everything around here?
Is it time for killing it?
Oof.
Smoking corner, coming right up.
Stomp, 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 stomp.
Come and get some.
What is it, boss? Right, you got it, boss.
Give us something worth killing. Yeah, boss, what you need?
Right, you got it, boss.
That away.
Gorkanaut is moving.
I don't think this is a good idea.
Stomp, 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 stomp.
I guess we'll fight there. Not super excited to do that.
Gonna blow you to bits. Vaporize them.
Oi, who said you could shoot at my pet?
Light guns here.
Yeah, you can't really kill the scions there.
Pain boy, checking in.
Alright, we got the pain boy, so let's get the healing going. So it's 18. And then the cyborg implants, I think. Oh, I actually forgot that the pain boys reduce
I shall give
the
myself a
cost
truck
of the
with
units
red and white
around
lights.
them, so that can help you with the severe economic costs of your army. So that is the other bonus that they will give you. Alright, let's get that up. I think we go with that too, so again we can just create as big of a defensive wall as we can. Yeah, those guys are going to start moving up. I just don't want them to attack the boss's place too. Which is definitely a major concern. We're going to have to get that Gorkanaut out of the rotation. I think with the barrier wall we have, it should stop the city from getting attacked. It looks like we're starting to turn net positive with our war generation because it's coming up to 6 again. So that's a positive sign. Not loving the Orks coming after me though with their elite tier units. They are definitely serious. I was kind of hoping that it was going to be kind of just low tier units coming, but they're not playing.
What do you think, boss? Pretty flash, eh?
If it exists, we can stop it. Come on, we have to do everything around here. Give me something to fight. This is gonna be good.
Shit, he's got Squigus up there too.
Is it time for killing yet? Whatever you say, boss.
This is gonna be good.
Take out the tank busters.
You got something for us to smash?
Give me something to fight. If it exists, we can stop it.
What do you think, boss? Pretty flash, eh?
I guess let's just shoot there.
If it exists, we can stop it. A brutally cutting idea.
Let's get you to repair. Let's get you out front. And we just start taking out these Lehman Russes.
We can stop it.
You got a pain boy in there. That's the one thing I really don't like about the Orks.
Just point us to the fight, boss. Yeah, all right, where's going? What's up? Light guns here. Just point us to the fight, boss.
Is when you're spawning in lots of different guys, that so many of them are transport units, that when they're generating, they want to stack up on the same tile.
If it exists, we can stop it.
Light guns here.
And when that happens, then your units end up getting inside the transport vehicle. And since both...
What's this then? More walking? Gorkanaut is waiting.
Both the Squiggoth and the Killburst are transport vehicles, it leads to a lot of guys going inside of vehicles unnecessarily. Especially when you're fighting in your city, as what we're doing now. Alright, well, how aggressive are the orcs gonna be, I wonder? Yeah, we're gonna have to build up some of this other area too so we can get more energy, because we're definitely running low. Alright, that's reassuring that the orcs are taking damage, so they're not totally aggroed onto us. I am not sure what to think of the orcs, though. Yeah, see, they're clearly trying to come over here. We've got multiple squiggis. Yeah, they're sending their elite tier units after us. They want to fight. This isn't just like, hey, we came over here to fight some Astra Militarum and then found you accidentally. This looks like he's actually attacking me.
You got something for us to smash? Yeah, boss, what you need?
This is gonna be good. Gorkanaut is waiting.
Alright, you gotta pull back and repair.
They don't even scratch the paint.
Squiggith on Squiggith
What do you
action.
think, boss? Pretty flash, eh?
Shut it, you dicks. The boss is talking. Ready for stomping.
Alright, let's get you over
Don't
here.
look away. Oh, fine.
Yeah, they just won't stop
Come on,
coming.
Spiggy. Wah!
Question here is, do I shoot or do I retreat? I kind of feel like I should retreat.
I'll fix them up good and proper.
Alright, you're fully healed, so let's get you up there.
Need me, Squigger? Crush these beauty runts.
One smoking courier, coming right up. Kill mercenary. Have a look at this. Yeah, boss, what you need? One smoking courier, coming right
I
up.
would be curious to
Give me
know
something to fight.
I don't suppose you know when it's a good fight, do you, boss?
how many units these guys actually have.
Doctor's here. I'll fix them up good and proper. They need a mech.
Alright, where do I want to put you?
Shut it, you dicks. The boss is talking. I'll fix you up nice and picky.
What do you think, boss? Pretty flash, eh?
We's the smartest. Gorkanaut is waiting.
Alright, why can you not heal the mech guns?
What is it, boss?
Oh, interesting. The mech guns must be counted as infantry.
Let's go for a little drive.
I can fix that mech again up. No problem.
Yep, because you can clearly heal the kill burster there. I don't know if I like that necessarily.
Get squished. Need me, Squigger? Is they wounded over
Alright,
there,
let's
boss?
bring you over to there. And I guess let's do experimental procedure.
Lucky you.
Oh, the experimental procedure is the one that's temporary buff, and then the implants are the one that's a permanent buff. Couldn't remember the order there.
You asked for it.
Too busy smashing stuff.
Clearing the path. Give us something worth killing. You'll thank God for that was getting bored. Right away, boss. Come on, we got things in that. Where's the big stuff? I wants to bag me a trophy. Look out!
Give me something to fight.
Alright, let's keep moving you guys around. I think we need to just keep building an army up. Alright, and you're just going to keep getting food going so we can keep making squiggus. Alright. Well, we're definitely killing, you know, multiple Astra Militarum every turn here. Question is, you know, if they've got 400 units on in their army right now, and we're killing, you know, 10 per turn, they're definitely making more than 10 per turn from their bases. Because if I have 3 bases going, that must mean they have 6 or 7. And the Astra can make shit tons of guys. They can make psychers, aircraft, vehicles, infantry, heroes. So that's 5 different unit types per base they can make every turn. So that means they could be pumping up upwards of 30 units a turn. And we're certainly not killing 30 units per turn. So we're still losing by a war of attrition here. And that's not even considering the Orks coming for us here.
Did someone order some supersized dagger?
Stomp! Kill! Ready for stomping!
Alright, pull you back.
Ready for stomping! Gorkanor is moving! Need me, Squigger?
You need to start pulling back. You need to come back into combat even though you're not fully healed yet.
Give us something worth killing! Vaporize them! I don't think this is a good idea!
This is gonna be
Damn it. I was hoping he had already used his resurrection.
Come on! We have to do everything around here!
Come and get some!
If it exists, we can stop it! Ready for stomping!
What else do I want here?
I've got Daka coming out of my ears!
Because of the amount of Orks that are coming, we probably need to bring guys up here.
Shut it, you gits! The boss is talking! Ready for stomping! I'll fix them up good and proper!
Make guns here!
Gorkanor is waiting!
Alright.
Need me, Squigger? Hi ho, Squigger! Away!
Oh, goodness. I guess let's just keep you there.
Make guns here!
What is it, boss? Right, you got it, boss.
Alright. You guys need to start healing.
Start it. I can fix that back together, no problem.
Naturally, there's a dock in there.
They won't even scratch the paint.
Alright, good.
You got something for us to smash?
Let's keep shooting the Valkyries here.
What do you think, boss? Pretty flash, eh? Come on, get Bucky moving! Gotta block it to Prince!
Alright, let's pull you back, let you start healing.
Yeah, boss, what do you need? Clearing the path!
You guys can take that. Alright, this looks good. Looks like we're clearing the southern pathway out a little bit.
Come on, get Bucky moving! You got something for us to smash? Killburster here! Come on, let's go!
Feels like progress.
Gorkanor is moving. Can't talk. You're busy smashing stuff.
And if it is...
Make guns here!
What is it, boss?
Just point us to the fight, boss! What do you think, boss? Pretty flash, eh? Oh, all the way over there! Come on, get Bucky moving! Okay. Come on, we got things to do! Good idea, boss! You're so clever and cunning! Good idea,
Yeah,
boss!
let's just
You're so
pull you
clever
guys
and cunning.
forward. Because maybe if he's starting to weaken, I can run guys down and start attacking one of the bases. However, we're definitely having an effect on our ore here, because we were pretty close to always having a couple thousand on board, and now we're down to, you know, 1100 with only 32 generation per turn. So even with all the killing we're doing, we're still likely outspending those resources. haven't even moved from this location. If anything, I'm being pushed back a little bit from the orcs. Having to come back and try to act as a wall to protect the boss's place. But my hope is that I can start getting a force together on the very north and start pushing them back.
Did someone order some supersized dagger?
I don't know if it's actually going to happen or not, though.
We have to do everything around here.
Is it time for killing yet? Oh, all the way over there.
Gorkanaut is moving. Get down before they start running. High house going off. Away.
These guys have to retreat.
Score 'em, smash 'em.
Is it time for killing yet? Let her! Don't let him get close!
Need me, Squigger? Need me, Squigger?
Make guns here!
What is it, boss? Come on, we have to do everything around here. Ready for stomping. This is gonna be good.
Let's see here. Oh, you're so close to getting a kill.
Give me something.
There you go.
Needs more red paint.
Good. Alright, Squiggus are going down.
Stomp, 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 stomp. Give me something to fight.
Come on, we got things in that!
I can fix that back here, no problem.
Alright, you're back to full health. Let's get you over here.
Where's the fight at?
Hey, boss, what do you need? Where's the big stuff? I want to
And
make
the
it
rest is
happy.
down.
Well, here we go!
Sentinels are down.
Shut it, you dicks, the boss is talking. Shut it, you dicks, the boss is talking. I haven't still up here all day. I've got Daka coming out of my ears.
Alright, you can
Where's the
start
fight at?
shifting that way.
Give me something to fight.
Let's go for a little drive!
Get out of my way, or get stomped.
Alright, you keep
Whatever
pushing.
you say, boss!
I can fix that back together, no problem. You hold those nuts in
You
until
come
I
over
get back.
here.
I'll fix them up good and proper. Shut it, you dicks, the boss is talking.
Come on,
You
get
guys start fighting over this way.
Oh, this thing is
You
bleeding
got
hard to
6
steer.
health left.
Come on, Swiggy! Wah!
Start shifting you over.
Shut it, you dicks, the boss is talking.
What do you think, boss? Pretty flash, eh?
Let's
This
see
is
here.
gonna be good.
Come on, let's go!
Out the way, coming through. I'll fix them up good and proper. You need a mech. Mech.
Alright, let's get you guys here, get you up to here. Alright, you're now healed. Let's get you back into combat. Can I get you anywhere to start healing somebody? If we start shifting you guys over here,
Killing it! You got something for us to smash?
What is it, boss?
I think I'm going to just hold there for a second to get an idea of how aggressive they want to keep coming at us. Because my hope is that by us beating those guys away, that they're going to start shifting to fight the orcs. But I have nothing to base that on. So I was kind of wondering if they meant to be just fighting the orcs and we were just intercepting them in their path. But I mean, if you look, you know, we're taking fire from guys all the way down at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, okay, so they're still fighting over there, so I think that actually is what's happening. Is the orcs are pushing up to the northeast and we're just slamming into the side of their army, which means it's probably like a big wall of units in there. And we're just kind of slicing off the guides from the side. Now what I'm not sure about is why the hell are the orcs attacking us if the Astra Militarum are attacking them, unless it's literally the whole center of the screen is covered in orc units and they just don't have anywhere to go, in which case they'll sometimes just start moving out to the sides and attacking us. I hope not, because that means we're going to have a long time of fighting here.
The boss is talking. Come on, Swiggy! Wah!
Come on, get fucking moving.
Need me, Squigger? Mush, you big bugger!
Alright, good.
Come on, do I have to do everything around here? Stomp, 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 stomp.
Squig it down.
I don't think this is a good idea.
Aircraft down.
Need me, Squigger?
You guys start healing.
That's a bit close to the front line for my liking.
If it exists, we can stop it. If it exists, we can stop it.
Let's get this thing moving.
Need me, Squigger? What is it, boss?
Alright, you guys start moving.
Need me, Squigger?
Now, I think we need to start
Squiggy! Wah!
having you guys stay in the city again.
We can stop it.
Holy shit.
For 'em, smash 'em! Give me something to fight!
What do you think, boss? Pretty flash, eh? Come on, we got things to zap.
What is it, boss? Give me something to fight!
Oh
There's
god.
no dagger coming at me!
Two up here.
Where's the fight at?
All right, that's it. You asked for it. Whatever you say, boss.
Look, I think I stood on something. Oh well. Look, I think I stood on something. Oh well.
That don't come much bigger than this. Come on, get fucking moving.
Walk? You want me to walk?
What do you think, boss? Pretty flash, eh?
Don't worry, I'm here.
Alright, well, I mean, we have several Squigget that are injured up here, so I guess let's start running some pain boys up here.
You like your legs? Tough. These ones are better. What is it, boss?
Give us something worth killing. Kill most the tank. Ready for blasting.
Ready for
Yeah, I'd
stomping.
really like to just set up some battle lines here.
Where's the fight at? Shut it, you dicks. The boss is talking. No problem, boss. Anything in the way, we'll get straight.
Kill burster here.
What is it, boss? It's playtime, princess. Look up. Stomp 'em, for 'em, smash 'em.
Yeah, boss, what do you need? Move it.
Hi-ho, squig off. Away.
Start retreating
Wanna
you.
fix 'em up good and proper.
Come on, we got things to zap. What do you think, boss? Pretty flash, eh? Yeah, boss, what do you need? Come on, let's go. Just point us to the fight, boss. I don't suppose you know when there's a good fight, do you, boss? Oh, yes, yeah. What do you think, boss? Pretty flash, eh?
Do patience
Get
over
you
there.
down there,
Give me
start
that,
healing
fella.
him.
This is gonna be good.
Just point us to the fight, boss.
Alright, well, this isn't so bad. We're
Stomp, 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 stomp.
getting out of our little corner
Yeah, boss,
here.
what do you need?
At least a little bit. Enough that we're able to at least start pushing out of our city. Bad news is we're starting to overextend more than our citizens,
Give me something to fight.
which means I need to slow down our building within the city. I'll get some war bosses to see if we can buff our influence further, because we are definitely pushing things pretty aggressively here. Let's get some loyalty here. And get that going so we can get some influence as well. Yeah, we just have not been able to get past 6 for our war level, which surprises me. I wonder if the levels to increase change as the game advances or something. Alright, these guys are clearly aggroed onto me now. Well, we may not have crossed the threshold to go up in our war level. We've definitely crossed the threshold to go up in the threat level against the Astra Militarum. Now what I'm not loving is they're getting all these Marauders and Thunderbolts and things over here. The Valkyries kind of suck, so I'm not too worried about them. They're more of a transport unit. But the Marauders have just so much health. They're like effectively super heavies
I'm here to fix your gubbins.
that fly.
If it exists, we can stop it. Hurry up and kill 'em, we ain't got all day. Hurry up and kill 'em, we ain't got all day. Give me something to fight.
Just point us to the fight, boss.
Ready for stomping. Baby Swigger. Steady on your feet, up, you nearly flung me off. Steady on your feet, up, you nearly flung me off. Forum smasher.
Alright, good job.
Forum smasher.
It's time for killing it. I don't think this is a good idea.
It's playtime, precious. Sogum.
Whatever you say, boss.
If it exists, we can stop it.
Alright, let's get you down to here. That way the pain boys can get here quicker.
Pain boy, check it in. I'll fix them up good and proper. Yeah, boss, going.
And then you guys come over here.
Oh, all the way over there.
Damn. I was hoping you were going to get the kill. There you go.
Pain boy, check it in. Give me something to fight. Too sogging slow. Need bigger legs. Too busy smashing stuff.
Alright, well,
Give us something worth killing.
I don't think I'm going to be able to save our Squiggith there.
One smoking crater coming right up.
I've got Daka coming out of the ears. Where's the fight at? Come here and let me squash ya. Oi, who said you can
Well,
shoot at my
let's just
pet?
have you try to
Oi,
kill
who said
somebody
you can
then.
shoot at my pet?
Where's the big stuff? I wants to bag me a trophy. Gonna blow you to friends. That away.
Gorkanor is waiting.
Alright, let's back up a little bit here.
Well, I think I stood on something. Oh well. I'll fix them up good and proper.
Alright, you're healed.
Okay.
No, not that way. Oh, fine. Don't worry, I'm here.
Alright, you heal there. You are back up to full health.
Max here. I can fix that back together. No
You
problem.
guys are
Give me something to
healing the
fight.
Gorkanauts.
Oh, this thing is bleeding hard to steer. Right, on my way. Give me something to fight. Gorkanor is waiting.
Alright, let's skip.
We can stop it.
Skip. Is there really
Killburster
not?
tank ready for blasting.
Missing a
Yeah, I was
little
gonna say,
bit.
there should
Don't
be
worry.
more that
I've
need
got
to be
plenty of
healed.
spares. Gorkanor is moving.
Killburster tank ready for blasting.
What is it, boss? Ain't many squiggers this big.
Alright, let's get you upgraded as much as we can. And we'll send one in each direction to help increase influence generation.
Yeah, boss, what you need?
Alright, let's see, we're down to 29 ore per turn. Yeah, and unfortunately we gotta just build up our resource situation here in terms of populations. Oh my god, there's just so many Astra Militarum. Damn. Yeah, I gotta believe the Astra Militarum are the strongest faction. I mean, for all I know, the Drukhari are just as strong. I hope not, because the Drukhari are an absolute nightmare to fight with the Orks because of all that damage reduction. Now, it looks like the Astra Militarum are in the Orc base. So if that's the case, they should be doing damage. Which would be hugely beneficial for us.
Time for killing it.
Yeah, boss, what you need? Shut it, you gits! The boss is talking! If it exists, we can stop it! Fire like a dozy gits! Gorkanor is waiting! It's playtime, precious! Sogum!
I don't think this is a good idea. What do you think, boss? Pretty flash, eh?
Alright, good.
Make guns here. Let's try and actually aim this shot. Make guns here.
Mission a little longer. Don't worry. Uncle Gladius is. Shut it, you gits! The
Oh
boss is talking!
man, I really thought you were gonna get some kills here.
Yeah, have you seen the size of my cannon? Mission a little longer. Don't worry. I've got plenty of spares. Gorkamore is moving. Steady on, you big lump. You nearly flung me off. Get it together, you groats.
Let's see, orcs.
Oh, enough of the sightseeing.
Bring you up to
I wanna
there.
stash stuff. Out the way, coming through. The doctor's here.
Alright, let's get you up to there to start healing up the mech guns.
Come on, we gotta fix this up.
You got it, boss.
You guys start healing these guys. You come over to here. It's still short a little bit though.
Walk? You want me to walk?
What do you think, boss? Pretty flash, eh?
Give me something to fight.
Alright, you gotta get out of there because they are wanting to fight you for
This is
sure.
gonna be good. Give me something to fight.
You shoot down those marauders and try to restore morale.
Ain't gonna be nothing left of them. Yeah, boss, what you need? This tank over there, alright?
Ready for stomping.
You'll thank God for that, was the board.
Alright, Thunderbolt is down. Let's get you back to the base.
Really cunning idea, that is.
What I need to be careful of is that we don't just let all these aircraft go crazy because they can actually fly past our battle lines, obviously.
Ain't many spigots this big.
And then they may actually start attacking our base and our weakened guys in our healing area, which would not be good.
Smash 'em. Have a look at this. The doctor's here.
Let's see here.
Need me, Squigger?
Make guns here.
I don't know where I want to put this guy. I guess just keeping him in base is probably the safest option.
Where's the big stuff? I wants to bag me a trophy.
What's this then? More walking?
Alright, you just start healing some of those guys.
Come on, we gotta fix this up.
What's this then? More walking? We's the smartest.
Make
Alright.
guns here. Come on, we gotta fix this up.
If it exists, we can stop it.
We've actually done pretty well on that side. This side,
Fucking moving.
I'm not super
Too
happy.
sogging slow. Need bigger legs. Too sogging slow. Need bigger legs.
Just point us to the fight, boss. Let's go for a little drive.
Need me, Squigger?
Skip to let him heal. Well, I was really hoping to push out more aggressively here. I mean, I have to believe the Astra Militarum are probably killing some orc bases. It looks like they pushed all the way over there. What I'm a little bit worried about, though, is if they do kill the orcs, are all their guys gonna aggro onto me? Because it definitely looks like they're wanting to aggro onto us. And they are attacking regularly now. I mean, they are trying to fill in every square. Which which definitely makes me nervous. Now, the Orks seem to be slowing down a little bit, which makes me think that they're actually getting weakened, which is good. So maybe we're making... Or maybe it's just the Orks hadn't had their turn yet, and that's why they hadn't moved over yet. Alright, well, I'm gonna call it quits here for the day. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, please give my channel a like and subscribe to encourage me to post more content for you. Have a great day.